So yes. So welcome to Main Chat live stream. I am your host, Coach Trell. Um so I always give this spiel before every live because I always want to reintroduce myself to those that may be first time viewers. But I am Coach Trell, a educator and hair coach. I have been on my natural journey, and I realized that I have been telling y'all the untruth for these last 12 weeks that we have been doing this. I've been saying that I've been natural almost 14 years, and that is untrue. For whatever reason, I was thinking about it this weekend, and I was like, the last time I had a relaxer was in July of 2009. So technically, I'm going on 15 years as a natural. Yes. So my last relaxer was around July, August of 2009. During from 2009 up until 2022, when I started my curl mix wash and go journey, I was wearing braids, plaits, protective styles, anything that did not require me to do my own hair because I didn't know how to take care of my hair. I attempted to on different occasions and I just felt like it was a lot of work. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what products to try. The products that I was using, it was a hit or miss, so I would wear braids, plaits, something for anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, take it out, wash my hair, and start all over again. It wasn't until I found Curl Mix, mainly for my daughter, um, that I began to really, okay, let me try this out. Wow, I see potential. Like I didn't see the results that I saw everyone else having, but I saw potential. And so I continued to continue the journey. I set some goals for myself because I knew that hydration was what my hair needed to get the desired definition and look that I wanted. And I would say about 90 days or so in that journey, I began to see like such drastic transformation in my curls. And I continued that plan for a complete year. Within that year, I washed my hair a total of 72, 74 times. And I was washing every 3 to 4 days, being consistent with my routine. I was using a variety of different products, but it was still within the same brand. And I would say within so I started in August. In February of 2023, 23? Yes. 23, I coached my very first Curl Mix Masterclass. And as a curl coach, you lead a 21-day masterclass where you are showing newbies, OGs, everyone in between how to master their curls using the Curl Mix 4-step wash and go system while showing them your tips, your techniques, and how you apply that to your unique hair and curls. Since then, I have coached 4 to 5 master classes from February 2023 to the end of 2024. We have not had any master classes for 2025 just yet. And so, in the midst of embracing that journey, learning my hair, I redeveloped my passion for hair. I think I even awakened my liking for teaching and educating, which is why it's coincidental that I became a substitute teacher. Well, this school year that just ended, I did my first year of subbing, and so all of these things have come together over the last few years. And so, last year around February, I wanted to get into like really coaching. It really started with life coaching. I haven't really shared that part. I wanted to get in life coaching, and somewhere it deemed it was like, well, Trell, you already is a curl coach. Like, start there because it's almost the same. Not I want to say it's almost the same, but you're still helping, guiding, encouraging individuals through their experiences, my experiences, and just helping them along the way. And so it's like, well, why not start off with the curl coaching? Because a lot of our curl hair traumas, they started somewhere in our childhood, early adulthood, and just working through those things. And so I started feeling like, okay, I want to start a coaching business. And so I couldn't figure out what to name it. And so in the midst of that, I started thinking about the things that um, kept me going on my journey, the things that I really needed to do to remain proactive in my journey. And that was being patient, um, acceptance, consistency, and education. And so I founded P.A.C.E Curly Coaching. And here at P.A.C.E Curly Coaching, we embrace the journey of curly hair care with patience, acceptance, consistency, and education. And our mission is to empower individuals to celebrate their unique curls, fostering confidence and self love through our personalized guidance and support. And so at P.A.C.E, we offer one on one coaching services for those that are struggling with their natural hair, who want to go into their natural hair, but they don't know where to start. They don't know what to do. They don't know if they should big chop. Should they let it grow out during their transition? They just might need some support, some encouragement, some recommendation. Virtual wash day services. So while you are in the shower and you like, okay, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, we have services for that. Um, but even in the midst of all of that, like I started researching and educating and I just took a dive into products and ingredients and hair care and the science behind it. And so as I was gathering this information, I was putting it into the Curl Mixers group, and I was like, I really want to share this on a bigger not on a bigger platform, but I wanted to share it to a broader audience because not everyone is curl mixers. And I felt like it was such great information that so many people could benefit from it. And so I um, came up with Main Chat. I used to have a podcast, and so the Main Chat kind of rebirthed itself from a podcast that I used to host some years ago. And so here on Main Chat, we empower you with tips, tricks, and truth about embracing and caring for your natural hair. And whether you are a newbie, a seasoned natural, or somewhere in between, my hopes is that you find inspiration, education, and a little laughter along the way as we share, oh, excuse me, our journey and experience. So, welcome to Main Chat. And tonight we are on part 12, hydration versus moisture, the role of hydration in our black hair care. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So if anybody is just joining, let me know where you are checking in. Make sure that you share this live. Tag a friend, tag a sister, cousin, someone that you know could benefit from this information. I always encourage you all to go back and catch parts 1 through 11 because every week we add more information onto the foundation that we started with part 2. Part 1, it was a longer introduction of myself and how all of this came about. And um, part 2, we talked about the foundation of hair care, which is the scalp. And each week we build on different education forms as this one. And so I have uploaded all of my Main Chat live streams except for that is the only one. And I feel like, I don't want to say it's the most important, but it really talks about like the hair strands, the breakdown of our cuticles, and all of that information that really talks about like the actual hair fiber. Only one I can't find. So, um, as we get ready to wrap this series up. So I'm gonna call it like different seasons. So as we wrap up season 1, I'm going to go back live again and re-record part 4 so that I can have that live. And so all of them have been uploaded to my YouTube channel, which is Pace Curls. No, Pace Coach Trell and Sunflower, which is my crown name. And then I've also shared them within this group and on the Pace Curly Coaching private Facebook page. So all of the materials are there. I do recommend that you go back and try to capture a lot of that information. You might have to take some notes because some of it is a little tedious. Not tedious, but it can be a little mind boggling. So I have shared the importance of hydration. And not everyone understands that hydration, which is water, water is the first product we use to begin hydrating and caring for our black, curly, unique hair. Yes, water. Hydration doesn't come from the products we use. However, quality hair care products combined with proper hair care routines makes a huge difference in the quality of our hair. So our hydration does not come only from our products. It comes from the water combined with quality products makes a good quality hair care routine. Our hair, our black, unique curls, thrive in high moisture environments. And so, shampooing and conditioning is the foundation of establishing and maintaining healthy hair. From the very beginning, I've always shared wash your hair, try not to go longer than 14 days. Like, that is your consistent routine if you're trying to get on the path of healthy hair. Setting the foundation with shampooing and conditioning. Um, while we're understanding that shampooing and conditioning is the foundation, we also have to understand how to dissect and read our product labels. And this will help us to evaluate and determine how the products complement one another and work together for the best benefit of our hair and to reach our hair goals. Selecting the appropriate shampoo and conditioner for our hair is essential to if you want length retention, which was a conversation that we had last week. If length retention is your goal, then using the appropriate shampoo and conditioner will definitely put you on the path of length retention. Shampoo and conditioner, it supports the overall health and integrity of our hair fibers. The moisturizers we select also play a huge contribution to our hair's appearance. I have shared that weekly shampooing and conditioning allows us to fully supply our hair of its needs for hydration and moisture. Weekly shampooing and conditioning supplies our hair the need of hydration and moisture. With incorporating this weekly routine, you should see improvement in your hair's hydration level because water is encouraged to bind within the hair shaft each time. So I posted some pictures on yesterday of me kind of prepping my hair for today's wash. And my hair yesterday, which was day 7 hair, did not look like what my hair started off 7 days prior to. And that is because, excuse me, every day our hair lose hydration. Every day our hair lose that water content that was that's within our hair strands, our hair fibers, our moisturizers and leave-ins. It locks that moisture in, but it does not hold it there forever. So every day our hair lose moisture, it lose hydration, and so that's where your frizz kind of come in, and that's where the shrinkage come in. So our weekly routines and our shampoo and conditioning is the key to establishing hydrated hair. Okay. So I like to call them hydrating sessions because that's ultimately what we're doing. We're resetting, rehydrating our hair week to week when we go into the shower or our kitchen sink. Not everyone washing the shower. So hydrating sessions every 3 to 4 days. And hydrating sessions is your shampoo and your conditioner. That's your wash day. May be necessary in your early stages with starting your healthy hair care routine. This can help to restore the hair's moisture balance more quickly. So, as I stated, when I first started my journey, I set a goal. I wanted to. My goal was hydrated hair, and I wanted curl definition. And I knew in order to get the curl definition and the longevity of my washing goals, my hair needed to be hydrated. So I set the goal to wash my hair every 3 to 4 days. I would say probably at about 6 months, I could have went to 5 days or 7 days, but I wanted to stay the course for a whole year. So that 3 to 4 day weekly wash is really beneficial to that hydrating level because it helps to restore the moisture balance in your hair more quickly versus doing it every 7 days, and definitely not every 10 days or 14 days or once a month. Don't do that. All right. So using products that are suitable. Um, using products that are suitable for frequent use or improperly designed for black hair can cause scalp dryness. For instance, oily, heavily silicone coating conditioners, moisturizers, and greases. Those silicones, they latch onto our hair. It provides like a coating or a film that restricts and blocks the water, which is the hydration, from entering and penetrating your strands. And so, along with using harsh stripping shampoos that are intended to remove those oily conditioners, moisturizers, and greases, are the types of products that don't support our scalp and hair strands. So when we are using these type of products, they will certainly dry out our hair and scalp. Um, Properly cleansing your scalp and strands um, should be done with gentle shampoos. So actually next week we get into talking about the different types of shampoos and when we should be incorporating those shampoos in our wash days. So our stripping shampoos such as clarifying shampoos, deep cleansing shampoos, chelating shampoos, those shampoos are not to be used on a daily or weekly rotation. Those shampoos leave the hair strands and fibers unprotected and welcome dryness, cracking, breaking, and splitting of the hair over time. Um, a lot of the shampoos that are on the market that are marketed for black hair, they strip the hair of its natural oils and leave the hair feeling squeaky clean. So there are times you are going to want to wash your hair and you want it to be squeaky clean, but That isn't ideal on a consistent basis. Um, with that in mind, like we don't want our hair to always be squeaky clean, but at the same time, we don't want our hair weighed down with oil. That isn't ideal either when we're talking about healthy hair. Those oily moisturizers, pomades, and conditioners, um, especially if they are silicone based, they load the cuticle down of their silicones and oils, and this will also leave the hair feeling dry. Um, we're also going to have another conversation about what we should be looking for in our product ingredients to determine if our moisturizers, our pomades, our conditioners, if they are quality conditioners that are going to benefit our hair, or if they're just telling us on the bottle, oh, it's going to leave your hair soft and moisturized and this and third, and it's packed with those silicones that are going to coat your strands and have your hair feeling as it did before you even washed it. So without adequate sources of true moisture products that infuse water into the hair, we end up with dry, parched, dehydrated hair. And so this is the reason why we perceive the term dryness when we attempt to regularly shampoo and condition our hair. So I don't know about you all, but before I got on this journey, um, I hated washing my hair. It it was a chore. It was a task that I dreaded doing, and I dreaded it because it was it was long, it was time consuming, and ultimately like I never liked the results. I would when I went to go buy a shampoo, when I was just I would look for like the shampoo that says like um cleaning and moisturizing and stuff like that. And I would just buy these shampoos and they would leave my hair like so dry. But I thought that was normal. And then like with conditioning, like I didn't know how to properly condition my hair. And so the first couple weeks when I started using curl mix shampoo, I was washing my hair and I rinsed it out. And like my hair felt so good to the point that I thought, okay, I must be there and rinse all this shampoo out my hair because there's no way that my hair feels like this soft and moisturized and hydrated like from shampooing, because I was so used to feeling my hair feeling dry and stripped. That was the feeling that I didn't know that was the word or the term to use at that time. But my hair always felt so stripped and dry. And so when I started using, and this was the classic line at the time, this is before the Masters collection even came out, I was like, this, my hair feels great. And I thought it was just me. And even my daughter, she was like, and she was what, 8 or 9 at the time when we started using it. And she was touching him. She was like, Mama, my hair feels so soft with this shampoo. I was like, I know, right? I thought it was just me. So at that point, I realized that I was using the wrong type of shampoos on my hair. And I wasn't even washing my hair on a regular basis during that time. Like I was washing my hair every 6 to 8 weeks. Whenever I would take my braids out, I would let my hair rest for like maybe a day or two, and I was back in braids. And so just those 24 to 48 hours, hair felt crunches, all like those. And don't talk about trims. I wouldn't get no trim. So hair was just in the dehydrated, damaged state from the get go. But coming in contact, being consistent with quality products that allowed the water to infuse my hair using the moisturizer that sealed in that hydration and then added the moisture contents on top of it. It was just great quality products and consistency in the routine that really got my hair um, back into its proper state. So we have to definitely go under our bathroom sinks in our closets and really examine what type of products are we using, and is this product benefiting my hair, or is it continuing to cause me stress, frustration, and being on the struggle bus of really embracing my natural hair. So the biggest takeaway that I want us to have from this conversation is that our unique, kinky, coily, textured black hair loves and need water. The proteins that make up our hair are attracted to water, and water is incorporated into our hair's natural bonding structure. So if we go back to part two, we talk about the anatomy of the scalp, the stratum cordium that houses the water in our scalp. Our hair fibers and proteins is made up of water. So our hair needs water. We got to unlearn the myths and the misinformation of growing up hearing that our hair don't like water or our hair don't need water on consistent basis. Washing our hair is bad. Like, we have to let that go because it's not true. Our body is genetically made up of, we need water to live and survive. Our hair needs water. So our hair needs water. It's binded in the hair strands. It's binded in the scalp. It's binded in our anatomy. We need water. Our hair proteins seek out water from the air around us. So I remember one of our coaches from the masterclass coach, I think it was Coach Tammy. She shared with us that our hair is always searching for water. So that's one reason why when we was learning the curl mix method, it was encouraged to do our hair in the shower because we had access to a water source. We're already in a humid, steam environment, so our hair is soaking up that water. As we're applying our products, which is attracted to water, the products work better. The products are activated by water. And so as we're applying the products in a bathroom that's already steamy and humid, our hair is really soaking in all of that moisture. And so our hair is going to absorb as much water as it's going to absorb on wash day. And so as I shared earlier, every day our hair starts to lose water. So as she shared with us, as our hair starts to lose water, as you see my hair is laying down, like the water and on top with the products has my hair in a sense weighed down and defined. As my hair starts to lose water, it starts to rise, which is why we go from this state to like the afro state, because our hair is looking for water. It's trying to absorb water from the atmosphere. And so when we use products that have humectants in it, and so when we're in moisture environments, our hair gravitates to those moisture environments and pull that moisture in our hair. So our hair is always seeking water. So as it starts to lose water, it's going to start looking for water sources around us in the atmosphere, in the air. Um, so in some cases, water never makes it into our hair strands because it's blocked by the layers of oils and silicones. So if you are someone that uses heavy oils and greases um, on your hair, and you're like, my hair is extremely dry, um, it feels this way, like, I encourage you at this point, you should definitely clarify your hair. So you should find a deep cleansing clarifying shampoo to remove those oils and silicones. Um, Invest in you a moisturizing shampoo. So after you clarify your hair with that clarifying stripping shampoo, you want to do a second wash. Depending on what you've been doing to your hair, what products you've been using, how long it's been since you did a wash, you may need to do a second wash with that clarifying shampoo. But you'll have to decipher that based off of what you're feeling while you're washing your hair. Then you want to go in with a moisturizing shampoo and bring that moisture content back into the cleansing process. Then I would encourage you to invest in a quality conditioner, a conditioner that has humectants, lipids, um, oils. We'll talk about those, what we should be looking for, what type of products. Um, Start there, because if you're not cleansing your hair and you get those oils, heavy oils and silicones off your hair, your cuticles are, they're coated, and the moisture that you need to start establishing that healthy hydrated hair, it won't happen because your cuticles are being blocked. It's kind of like if you, I'm trying to think of a metaphor. First thing that come to mind, I don't know if this gonna make sense, but it's kind of like if you have a straw, and if you have a straw that's not punctured with holes in it, your water flows. Your water, your drink, whatever it is you drink, it flows properly. But when it's compromised or there's a hole or something like that, like you're not allowed to fully drink the drink properly because it's like something's going on with it. It's kind of like how your hair layers are. Like the water, the hair strand is coated, and so the water that you're trying to put in it is blocked. It can't get in there because there's something blocking it. That probably didn't make sense, but that's the best thing I got for right now on the off the dome. But at the end of the day, your hair needs water. Your hair needs to be hydrated if your goal is retention. Getting in a hydrated state, and getting in a hydrated state is removing those layers of oils and silicones that's coating your hair so that your strands can breathe and absorb the water, and then incorporating quality products in there. So water isn't the enemy. It's our selection of products that's the culprit. That is hydration versus moisture. Hydration comes from the water source, and moisture comes from our leave-ins, our curl creams or hair creams, our moisturizers, those stylers that we use, even our gels, like with Curl Mix. All of their products are water-based. So when you look at their label, the first ingredient in there is water. And it also, even their gels have a humectant in it. Humectants are attracted to water. They allow water to absorb and lock into your hair strand. So even if I didn't use a moisturizer or a leave-in, which I didn't do today with this wash, my hair is, I'm still using products that allows water to penetrate my strands, and it locks it in and absorb it. So quality products, water soluble ingredients. That is the key. So that is my spiel. I don't see any comments in the chat. If you come back and watch this replay, I encourage you to leave a comment. Let me know where you're checking in from. Let me know how is your hydration level with your hair. Share some hair care tips or recommendations. If you're on your healthy journey, your thriving hair, your thriving curls, let us know what you are doing for your hair, what products you're using, your favorite products. Share some tips because hydration is key. Hydration is key. So this wraps up the role of hydration in black hair, hydration versus moisture. I hope that you guys have a beautiful night. I hope that I was able to share something with you that was an aha moment for you in your hair journey. And just remember that P.A.C.E Curly Coaching is here to support you along the way, no matter where you are on your journey. We want to be that encouragement and source that helps you, support you, guide you on the path of healthy, thriving hair. So that is my spiel for tonight. I will see you guys next week. And next week on part 13, we're going to continue this conversation about product selection, and we're going to dive into shampoos. Because when I tell y'all, a lot of this stuff I didn't know until I started my journey, and I was like, wow, who knew that there was multiple different types of shampoos and when we should use them? Everything I share with you all is from my research that I've gathered. It's from other people's experience, because I feel like we can learn through other people's experiences and their trials and tribulations, from my own personal experience, from reading, researching, just like those aha moments. You can learn a lot. And that's why I wanted to create Main Chat, so that we can have these conversations about our hair journey, share our experiences, the good and the bad, because there's somebody out there that does not know, and they shouldn't have to go through a experience that could have been avoided had we would have shared the story. Because sometimes our struggles, our story, is to help the next person. So next week we are going to talk. Our topic is the essential to our product selection choices, and we're going to dissect shampoos. It starts at the scalp. So again, that is my spiel for tonight. I will see you guys next week for part 13 here on P.A.C.E Coach Trell Curls page. Same time, same place. Until next time, beautiful people.